in Mooloolaba. It's called Spin, and I sell vintage clothing. And I've had the store since last November, before me and my mate Fat Dog, who also has some of the clothes here as well. We had a shop in Nambour last year, only for 6 months, and then when we had to close that, I moved to Mooloolaba, and that's why I've got the shop there now. Why do I call myself Spin? It's because I think most things important in this world, you should think about the spin of doing a good thing and then getting it round, it goes to people, and then it'll eventually come back to you, and then so that you can give it again. Basing on that, vintage clothing is the same. Somebody else has worn it once and they loved it, they took care of it, and that's why it's still around. What influences me would be music, most definitely music, which is a funny concept, like, because music is something you listen and fashion is something you see or feel. I got into fashion that I am into now from punk, of just trying to make things work from what you've got, not going for something new. So everything in my store is secondhand as well. One thing that's not secondhand and sustainable would be my FBOS machine, and then apart from that, it's absolutely everything secondhand, and I like that way. And makeup today, an outfit. So, well, let's go from the boots. So these boots are my favourite boots. They're Dr. Martin, they're vintage. And then the stockings, I wear same stockings every year, all the time, so they're covered in holes. But I like that because it's a very characteristic thing, The dress is secondhand. I am just such a sucker for a leopard print. Let's say that. Yep, secondhand top, and then it's a sort of like a see-through sheer kind of sparkly in the jewelry, and we got some of the into rings and chains. I'm into leather mostly, but I just lose so much of my stuff so often. I make jewelry or collect jewelry, but I usually use secondhand parts. So sometimes those rings that I get from old bags, that's how I create a lot of things that I have, like the bag, chain with the rings. They're all second-hand parts that I just put it together. After the market stall, I going to Brisbane for my friend's 21st. So I had to think of something that go with the market stall person and also being in Brisbane, having a party time. So that's the look I came up with. So I always do this makeup. I'm into 80s, that's why I have like eyebrows quite thick all the time, but I'm also into 60s and 70s. So this is my version of just mashing everything I love together with twiggy lash lines and then the 80s wings, but then dark shadow for 70s and 80s style, and then the colors, and then also 80s like thick eyebrows. Go from this side, so we got some of the 80s stuff here, and then some, like we got the vintage t-shirts here as well, and then also we got the satin shirts here, and I'm just always going for lots of like colourful stuff, like poppy. Coolest thing, this is 60s office workers brand called Image Makers, and then it comes with little pen holder. I didn't bring probably the biggest seller at my shop, which is vintage kimonos that I get from Japan. Nice 80s dress here. I used to work at the vintage shop in Japan, and I am still very close with my old owner there, and then so when I go back to Japan, she gives me some of the stock. So I get all her old stock that she does buying in Los Angeles, and then I ship them over as well. 80s dress, carry on. And this is also like a late 80s or like 90s style. And then this, the lower top, those two from the 70s. Cool 80s shirts, zebra themed. I just would like to really give a shout out to these Cullen shirts. They are Brisbane brand, going since about the 50s. I get so fascinated by very faded tags. I love them. I don't know why. I just love them. The jumpers, so cute. Let's go play tennis. That's the vibe. T-shirts are there and ladies are there and I'm here.